YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Makara here from Cougar's Closet. Let me get my microphone going, y'all. I ain't even checked to see if my microphone was even on, working right, y'all. I'm tripping tonight. So, give me a second, y'all. I just need to make sure I'm all the way in the house. Cause see, I got my air running. And I know a lot of times when I have my air running, that people can't hear me the way I would like for them to hear me. But however, it looks like I'm on deck, so we rolling. So my segment tonight is called Mama's Boy. Yeah. And so let me put this out here. For you all that are men and you still have your mom, what a blessing. It is a blessing to still have your mom and taking care of your mom and looking out for your mom. So I want to thank you and I want to congratulate you and I want you to know that no good deed goes unpunished. Thank you. I told y'all here on Cougar's Closet, y'all, we're going to be kicking it for real. We're gonna talk about a lot of topics. Y'all can sit around here and think Cougar Closet playing if y'all want to. Somebody going to be in trouble here thinking I'm playing. I'm not playing at all. We're going to cover some things that y'all didn't think we could cover. So get embraced. Hold on to something. Don't fall off the boat because as I keep recording, y'all, I'm getting more comfortable with my crowd, and we're going to loosen out. So I'd like to say, if you are a mama's boy, you are definitely the type of man that I'm looking for if you're a mama's boy. Yeah. If you are a mama's boy, that says a lot about you. And I know a lot of mama's boys get bad raps, just depends on the angle that the female is looking at things and where her mind is. But for me, if you're a mama's boy, that's an excellent thing. That's one of the things that I look at when I'm dating a guy. I look at, how the man that I'm dating is treating his mother. And I'm looking at the man that I date, how he treats his sister. You know, uh, it's not 100% active, y'all, but that can kind of give me a ballpark range, a ballpark figure about some of the perks and some of the advancements I could receive, by looking at the way he treats his mother and treats his sister and treats his nieces and treats his aunties. Y'all see, I got a bird's angle view. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm all around. When you don't think I'm around, I'm checking out the scenery, y'all. I'm getting older and the older I get, I need to be comfortable when I go to say I do. I don't know about everybody else, but that's what I'm looking at. And to all my ladies, when you are dating a guy, that's what you should be looking at as well. These are things that I glossed over in my younger years, but now since I'm an adult, baby, I'm here for it. When you get, in your 40s, you should be looking at other things. You shouldn't be looking at the watch on the wrist. You shouldn't be looking at the way the rims is spinning. You shouldn't be looking at the customized paint. You should be looking at how the man that you are interested in is treating his mother, treating his sisters, treating his nieces, treating his extended aunts. That you might get somewhere. I'm just saying. And I like to throw this out here, y'all. I'm looking down at my notes, because I like to write sometimes when I capture a subject because I don't want to leave anything out. So, and I like to say this. So, ladies, when you are looking to choose your mate, a long time partner, um, zoom in, put all that other stuff aside, and zoom in on how he's treating the females in his family. And also, men, when you shopping around, and when you looking for a mate as well, how this woman could fit into your life, how this woman can fit into your daily schedule. Uh, you should be looking at the way she is treating your mother as well. You see what I'm saying? Because the way she treats your mother is going to say a lot about her, you know. Uh, Now, if we talk to her mother, I don't know what her mother has to say about her, because there's going to be some glitches somewhere. You can't be perfect all the time. If a mother can hold a little bit to bear, sometimes you might put a little strain on mother, but overall, you should be looking at the way she treats your mother, especially if you are considering to make her a lifetime partner. So before we get started, let me say this. So I don't have a lot of women jumping in my thing or on my thing attacking me. Let me say this. Now, I know that there are, because I have, honey, listen, I know that there are a lot of mother-in-laws or girlfriends soon to be, or just dating for that period of time. You think I don't know that there's a lot of nasty mothers out there? Oh yeah, there's some nasty mothers out here. She ain't good enough for my son. I visualize my son being with this woman or that woman. I don't like the way, you know. I know that it's a lot of nasty mothers that don't like their sons' choices when it comes to their sons' choices of the pick of the litter. I know that. I don't have any sons, but I have brothers. And that still doesn't put me 100%, but it might put me about 75 to 80. I have a lot of brothers, y'all. I have 1,000 brothers. Leave it to my father. I have 1,000 brothers. And some of the women that they like, I'm not all the way into them. But at the same time, he sees something. It's not about what I see. It's about what he sees. It's about what stimulates my brother. It's about what gets my brother's goose. It's about what gets my brother to rolling. So I sit back like saying to myself, well, I'm not really feeling her. But I tell you what, you seem to be feeling her, so we'll go along with the ride. Until she proves me different, let's roll. That's kind of how I feel about it, So, women, before y'all start attacking me, let me put this out here. I know that there are a lot of nasty mother-in-laws. I'm a woman. I have dated plenty of men, and the women didn't like me. As soon as I walked through the door, she ain't it, So, I about know. But, today, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to get back to y'all. Trust me. We ain't got nothing but time. If the Lord willing, we ain't got nothing but time. I'm going to get back to some of those other conversations, too. I'm going to get back to those. There are some nasty mother-in-laws. it's your girlfriend and your mama don't like you and saying some hintful things to let you know she talking about you, and you confused if she talking about you. You know, I know. I'm a woman. I know. But let's focus on today. Let's get tailor made. You know, from the spikes of my hair, you know, to the taper that needs to be cut, that needs to be lined up, to my little V that I'm trying to portray. Let's get back, you know, to the tailor design. Let's stay on track here. I'm talking about a son that wants to honor his mother so that his days can be lived out. I'm talking about that type of son. So what brings me here is that I'm always internet surfing, y'all. I'm with the smoke. I'm always internet surfing, and I'm just gonna talk about what I see that I don't like. You know, just bring on a little bit of clash. You know, just a pinch of clash. You know, and some of the videos that I have seen between girlfriend and mother, or wife and mother, you know, they are heartbreaking, you know. A lot of women, now this is just on the genre that I am speaking on, so don't come in my inbox with no smoke. Listen. This is on the genre that I'm speaking on. A lot of women that's dating men, or dating, you know, they're men that they are, that is soon to be, you know, their wives, or their girlfriends of longevity, or whatever the deal is, you know. A lot of boyfriends or husbands or soon-to-be's, they get put in a bad spot for wanting to be a son to their mothers. Y'all, I'm always internet surfing. If it's about some knowledge, you can find me there. Oh, baby, I'm tuned in. You say it costs how much? I ain't got the money. Let me call down to Florida. I got a few connections, y'all. I'll get some stuff rolling. There was an incident one day when I was internet surfing, right? And there was a husband, and him and his mother, they were going somewhere to pick the wife up. I don't know if she had just got off of work. I don't know if she was shopping all day long. I don't know what her claim to fame was. But they pulled over to pick the mother up. And when they pull over to pick the mother up, the mother was just sitting in the car with her son because she had been rolling all day with her son. Well, the wife, and I really don't give a damn if this video finds who I'm talking to. Sometimes you got to get real. The wife, when they pulled over the son and the mother to pick the daughter-in-law up, the daughter-in-law was mad because the mother wouldn't get in the back seat. And the mother-in-law was saying she wasn't getting in the back seat. She was riding up front. And so it was a big fight. They was outside, you know, the husband, the mother, and the daughter-in-law. They was outside, I know, about 30 or 45 minutes. With the wife saying the mother needed to get in the back, with the mother saying the wife needed to get in the back, putting the husband and putting the son all in a predicament. And the son was about to lose his mind they were standing by the meter. He was about to bang his head on the meter because he was caught. He was a rock caught in between a place at a hard time. He didn't want to disappoint now one of them. And I'm looking and I thought, oh, this is awful. Oh, this is terrible. Let me say this, y'all. Before I even go in, because I want to execute. I want to come in with the AK-47 and get the spray in. But I'm old out. I got to save something for the ending. Y'all know how I get out. And just the mother was saying she didn't feel like she needed to get in the back. The wife was saying husband make her get in the back. It was just, the husband was banging his head on the meter. It was just terrible. So before I get to spraying, let me go ahead and go to what I've got down in my paperwork. Let me say this, y'all. Let me jump over the barrier and say this. My mother, and me and my mother, we didn't get along a lot because we were too much alike, So, two people that's too much alike, they can't be in the same place at the same time. They can't have a gangster party, Somebody got to turn down until the other one exits, how that go. Well, me and my mother, we didn't get along all the time. And I will be honest and say this, a lot of people think when somebody is deceased, they have to bring beautiful memories about this person. Whoa. That's not true. That's not true. If people wronged you, they still wronged you going to the grave, We're going to leave that there because that's my mother, I can talk about my mother. My brothers and sisters can talk about my mother. But my nieces and nephews and my kids can talk about my mother, But can't nobody else talk about my mother. So, let me say this about my mother. My mother had some beautiful ways about herself. And I loved how my mother treated my grandmother, my father's mother. My mother wasn't always right, y'all. And you better believe 90% of the time, my mother spoke her mind. If it was something to be said, that lady, she would say it. But for some reason, even though I don't think my grandmother was too fond of my mother, and that's another story that we'll break it to y'all. I ain't leaving no stones unturned. I ain't on here trying to paint a pretty picture. I'm just going with the flow, y'all. Just going with the flow, y'all. Back to what I was saying. I love the way my mother treated my father's mother. I couldn't get enough of it, And like I said, some of the things that I didn't like about my mother, you can take that shit out with the scraps. But some of the things that I found beauty in, and some of the things that I loved about my mother, I adapted to them. They was up for adoption. Nobody could come get this. Y'all had this. And one of the things I had adopted was the way my mother treated my grandmother, even though she knew my grandmother didn't like her. But my grandmother loved me, because I was what twirled about the madness. I loved the way my mother treated my mother's father. I loved it. And so I adopted to some of my mother ways. Like I said, some of the things I liked, I loved. And those were the things I took with me. Some of the things I hated. Is the trash man coming Sunday? What Monday? First thing, 6 in the morning. Will he be here? Cause get this trash out of here. It stinks. But what I adopted to was the way my mother treated my dad's mother. Whenever my grandmother needed to go somewhere, it was never an argument about who was getting in the front seat. The front seat belonged to my grandmother. Front seat belonged to my grandmother, y'all. Y'all. It wasn't no talking about it. When my father pulled up to my grandmother's home, my mother, even in the midst of her evilness, even in the midst of her nastiness, even though in the midst of knowing that she was being framed by other family members, my mother knew to give up that seat, y'all, for her husband's mother. There was never any argument about that. And we knew where Grandma was gonna be sitting. That wasn't no question. And so later on, when I started dating men, and we would go to pick up, and let me say this, I don't have a lot of positive, classic values about me that I would like to have, But the classy things that I could pull from my mother, I got those, Because I am a classy woman in my own right, We'll talk about that later, too. Some people see your classiness coming and they rob you of that. We'll talk about that later. But getting back to what I was saying. And so when I started dating men, when Mama needed to go to the grocery store, when Mama needed to go pay the light bill, I found myself getting out the front seat, getting in the back seat. But see, a lot of women ain't gonna catch on to what I'm saying. Y'all take a certain type of woman to feel me. Yeah. It took a certain type of woman to get with me tonight, y'all. I'm not expecting a lot of likes and shares and views because a lot of women ain't gonna like where I'm coming from, But when I started dating, and we had to go take care of Mama, I found myself riding in the front seat. But when we got to that driveway, I was in the back seat, and that seat belonged to Mama, y'all, because that's what I had picked up from my mother. And this was a woman that was haunted, my mother. They had a lot of problems, had been crossed, had some things probably done to her that she hadn't spoke to me about, But I picked up the beauty on the things that she was beautiful in. And so, when I would go with my boyfriend and we had to take Mama to the store, I got out that front seat, y'all, and I got in the back, And there was a couple of times, where Mama would argue with me. You need to be in the front seat. And I'm hollering, no, Mama, you need to be in the front seat, And we would argue for about 30 or 45 minutes to the carpool. But guess what, y'all? Guess what? Mama never won. Not with me, she didn't. She never won. When that car got in the R gear, got in reverse, when that car shifted going back, or when that car was getting ready to turn and spin straight off, guess who was in the front seat, y'all? Mama. Mama was rolling in that front seat. I don't care what you got to say. When this car moved, you in the front seat. Because that's what I see. That's what I liked. That's what I gravitated to. That's what meant something to me. Mama, you in that front seat. We can argue all day long. Matter of fact, I tell you what. Did you want to argue until the sun go down and we don't go to the store? You in that front seat, Mama. Mama was in that front seat when that car pulled off. I don't care if that car pulled off frontwards, if it pulled off going backwards, if it was cocked to the side, Dukes of Hazzard style, with 34 on the side. Mama was in that front seat, y'all, when we pulled off. She was in that front seat. So, you see, a lot of times, women, they want to make their husbands or their boyfriends long-term or whoever feel bad about wanting to do for and take care of Mama, But see, I never put whoever I was dating in that bracket because I always knew that Mama was something special. As long as I've been coming up, it's always been Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. It's always been that. Even I fall short on that line, but I'm here to preach it about what I know it's supposed to be, So, a lot of men, they feel guilty about having to be a son to their mothers, Because the wife wants him to make a choice. And let me say this, men, if you are really, really taking care of your mother, not using your mother as an excuse to get out and go see Quadanda, Shawanda, or whatever, and the trick she gonna turn, and how she gonna make you feel, and how she can fulfill that one fantasy that nobody's seen or know nothing about. If you really taking care of your mother, and your wife offers you a deal to make a choice between your mother and her, cut her ass loose. Get rid of her. The only how I could see you hanging on to this woman is if you're using Mama as an alibi. But if you really, really connected to Mama by the hip, if the doctors cut the umbilical cord in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, they never cut that umbilical cord, and everything is really about Mama. And she come talking about make a choice. You better get rid of her. Because see, y'all, there's two different types of love. See, this what I'm needing folks to start waking up, understanding. There's two different types of love. See, the husband gonna love the mama because the mama birthed him into the world, and the mama never let him go, and the mama always understood what the world couldn't understand. All the blackballing and shadiness and low down dirty that can't nobody else see. Mama can see it, but the world can't see it, best friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, mama, been it all. You know. Then you got this woman, this woman coming along, want you to cut ties. And you know what's funny, y'all? The Bible even speaks about when you marry a woman that the mama should fall back. Well, I'm kind of mixed up about that, y'all. I'm kind of mixed up about that because I feel like this. If you meet a woman, you know, and she's for you, and she knows what you love and you care about, just like your hobbies, you know, and she know you love mama, she gonna be riding on the back of what you love, just like your hobbies. If you like to go fishing, she don't know nothing about no fishing. She out there throwing her rod in, trying to figure out how to fish. She didn't pull out not one fish, but she been out there about 10 hours. She been out there, you know, because she know this what you like. She know this what you love. So, you know, I feel like if it's true and it's real, you know, man should not cut his mom off. You know. If it's some bull, if it's some cow manure involved, you know, mama using him and the wife can see through that, yeah, by all means, cut him off, cut her off, you know. So the Bible, I'm kind of, you know. But if you really being a son to your mother, and she can't understand that, get rid of her. Because you think you got something going now, and y'all just on the crust of things. You really going to have something going later, baby. You're going to have something going. Take care of mama. And then later on, you and her got the nighttime. Mama the daytime. And y'all night. It's just like two jobs. Y'all got to figure out how to split this thing up. You know. Those are two different type of loves. The son loved the mother in a different type of light. The husband loved the wife in a different type of light. You know. Neither one can be compensated for the other. So if the mother, I'm sorry, if the wife finds herself being threatened by the mother with all nothing but purity and naturality going on, no bull, crap, or cow manure involved, you better get rid of her. You in trouble here, Jack. Yeah. And so I say this because, you know, you only get one mother, you know. So, with that being said, you know, you want to keep her. You know, a lot of times, you know, a woman to make a man feel bad about taking his time and being patient with mama. Want him to make a choice about mama, you know. But if it's really real, you know, that can't be rushed. Took her 9 months to carry you. And then she carried you when daddy didn't even carry you, you know. Her family members loved you, mama, sister, brother, daddy. When his daddy and none of the sides of the family loved you, are pretty much didn't even know who you were, you know. So, you know, you want to take care of mama, you know. You want to quench every thirst that mama has, you know, when she thirsty. She'll tell you, child, run to the corner store and buy me a pop. You know, mama really needs that because mama wouldn't put you through those type of things. Mama, I'm going out tonight. No, don't do that. Go get mama what she needs because mama hanging on to be here with you. You know? Some things mama don't talk about because mama wants you to think that she's stronger than what she really is, you know. Any hunger, pain that mama has, you want to feed that, you know. You think you sick of mama hollering about, I'm sick of this. And I'm sick of that because you want your life. You know. But wait until it's no more. Wait till it's no more. See, you only get one mama, y'all. That's what I need to pump into your brake line tonight so you can keep going. You only get one mama. You want to take care of every quench, every thirst, while you got your mama here, because a lot of us don't have our mamas here, whether they was wrong or right, you know. And even when they wronged you, about 85 to 90% of the time, that still was your mama. That was the only mama you ever knew, you know. So, one day, you know, the reason why I say you want to go and take care of every quench and every hunger and every pain and every headache, Tylenol, because, you know, one day, mama gonna go to make that transition, y'all, you know. And you gonna wish that mama was still around to give you something to be sick of, you know. You gonna wish mama was still around to give you something to be sick of. You ain't understanding that mama was giving you something to do. I'm only talking to the ones that haven't lost their mothers yet, apparently. Because you're going to find out that mama was giving you something to do, you know. I can't lead you exactly to how it's going to feel once you lose your mama. But let me try to point you on that road, you know. Let me let you know, baby, that's a different type of pain, you know. That's a different type of pain, Jack. Woo! That's a different type of pain. Mama go. That's a different type of pain. You know, you'll get your first time down at the boat. That's a different type of pain. I don't care if you get along with your mama or you ain't. That's a different type of pain. So, men, take care of your mothers. And I'm sorry, you know, I'm all discombobulated because somehow I found myself in the mix, you know. Even in the midst of, you know, relationship wasn't always been right. Two people too much alike don't get along. Mama done wronged you and she feel like she can just because she mama. That even hurts. So imagine how you would feel if you really love your mama. You see what I'm saying? When she gonna make that transition, you know, you want to be standing all the way to the right, baby. You know, you don't want to have no second guesses about what you should have done, what you could have done. One more. You know, you want to be satisfied. You want your tank to be all full, you know. Let me say this. Men, take care of your mamas. I don't care if this bombshell that then landed and this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You know, you can get X, Y amount of money if you diss mama and go with her. Let me tell you something, baby. The opportunity of a lifetime is seeing your mama in the ground. Seeing your mama laying in the casket, with her hands like this. Where am I on the street, and your mama at a cemetery, you know, and she had the spirit. She was out and about, but now she locked up. What they can't say, they won't let me out. Men, be good to your mamas. You only get one. Me and my mother, we wasn't the best, but we were the best. We had more good times than we did bad times. The bad times didn't come till later, until I started reaching my womanhood, and she didn't want to accept that because I was so used to being fed spoon to mouth from mama. So when I started getting on a level where I could produce like mama, and the men was looking at me like they looked at mama, and I didn't need mama. Mama started twirling a hurricane coming through there because mama felt like she wasn't needed no more, Woo! It's baby in the phone. Take care of your mamas. If you meet a woman and she ain't with that, and you really, really loving your mama, and you just want to be her only begotten son, and the wife or the girlfriend see a problem with that, goodbye. Cougar's Closet. Mwah.